Hi, Ryan from CarsAddiction.com, and today we're at Ventur Motors. We're just down the street from the place I've shown you, and yeah, let's get ahead in. It's a bit tight over here, but we'll manage. Okay, we presented some classics already. We've got a Toyota MR2, a Monte Carlo Chevrolet from 1970s. As you can see, American versus Japanese, very big difference in size. Ventur Motors does have interesting cars, that's why we like to visit. But besides interesting cars, they also have commercial vehicles as well as, you know, everyday cars and sports cars, as you can see over here. I come here for the classics. They actually specialize in Japanese classics. So there's always something interesting to see. I already see something right over there. Quite not sure what that is. Let's find out. Okay, it looks like an early Toyota Corolla. And I'm correct. This would be from the 60s. I think the chassis code of these are RJ something, RJ60. Just correct me if I'm wrong. You notice that, you know, Toyota from the 60s from the badging over here. I'm not sure why they use Toyopet instead of Toyota, but there you go. Actually, I think it's the RT50, not RJ, so there you go. Japanese model, fender mirrors, right-hand drive. Quite a nice car. Okay, we've got also something interesting over here. Okay, this looks like a custom car. I've been told this is a Tiffany. Custom built, yeah. Looks like something from the, you know, Disney movie. This is a great investment if you want to go in the photographic wedding business. It's a great prop to have. I'm not sure on the pricing, but I think it's a good price. The link of the dealership is in the description below. Make sure you have a look at it. Okay, normal cars. This is nice. We've got an Audi TT Mark 1. This was a big hit in the late 90s, very, you know, for its conceptual look and, you know, amazing interior. In fact, this is the early ones. You could tell by the gear gator over there. So this would be like a 99 model, 2000 maybe. Yeah, this is the early model. It only have 5-speed. Okay, let's pass the Toyota Corolla. Just give you a quick look from inside. Fortunately, it's locked. If you can see something there. And the good stuff, I've been told, is hidden up here. Okay, got some everyday cars. I'm seeing an MGB chrome bumper version. Cool. Oh, this is nice. This would be a Toyota Crown. I'm not mistaken, it's with a V8, so correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Quite of a cool car. So we are suckers for old Toyotas, all the gadgets they come with and all that. So again, the trick to see of what year this car is, would really look at the seatbelt VIN. And this one says 1989. Not sure if you can see that. And it's a Toyota Crown. So 1989, we got power seats, all digital dash. Let me see if this turns on. Battery's flat. Yeah, automatic. Quite cool. Looks like, wow, 1989, and already has like a navigation unit right over here. This specific Toyota Crown looks like it just left the factory. It's 30 years old and it just looks brand new in here. Cool opening center console. This car is Lexus territory over here. Very strange they put the power seats right over here. I think we should do a video on this separately. Let me know if you want in the comments below. I'll make sure that the battery gets charged and we get through all the, you know, gadgets this car has. Got tweeters on the doors as well. Really nice car. It's even still with the original wheels. Can see. Let's see if we can have a quick peek at the back. Yep, it's a V8. So we got an MGB right over here. Classic British motor car. This is left-hand drive. Very rare to see actually in Malta, but there you go. We have the Toyota Century. We really went in deep with this in our last video. I'll share a link in, right over here. Fantastic car. Not a lot of people know about the Century. So if you think the crown is very sophisticated, this is like a level up. Very Rolls-Royce-like. You only use it for presidents and ministers and military officials, everything. It is super advanced for its age. It even has air conditioning control unit in the back and a tape recorder, so you can record your meetings and whatnot. Let's just have a quick look, and as you can see, there you go. It even has a footwell where you can stretch your legs from the back. And that would be the dashboard. As you can see, a lot of buttons and whatnot and controls. Super high on gadgets, this car. Okay, we got a Mercedes 2.316 190e. Quite nice. I'm not so familiar with my Mercedes, but let me just give you a quick turn around. I know there's a version of the Cosworth, but I don't see any badges, so I don't think this one is it. So, well, these cars really have low mileage coming from Japan. This one's at like 87,000, and that's kilometers. This one's a version, is an automatic. Quite like the gauges. They remind me of the ones from the Z3. And I really like the interiors, the checkered black. Quite nice. Now, please share me in the comments if you want me to go in detail on one of these cars. I'll be more than happy to visit again for you guys. We've got another Mercedes right over here. Old school Jaguar. I don't think it's a Jaguar, it's a Daimler. Daimler used to buy, Jaguars and just upgrade the luxury on top of them. You can see even this one has a sunroof. All leather seats, wooden interior. Automatic. Yeah, in fact, this is a Daimler. This won't be very common. You could find plenty of Jaguars, but a Daimler are very rare to find. And there's one right here in white. Right-hand drive. Okay, we got to see something very cool here. It's a Nissan Safari Firetruck. I am not familiar with my Firetrucks, but this is very well kept. Any commercial vehicle would have had a workload on it, and it would be hard to keep it in a good condition, but this seems really cool. You got the rear seats, spotlight on the top. I think a company that converts the base Nissan Safari to a Firetruck, Marita. Okay, this would be a fire truck for Japan, and Japan's streets are crowded, so they would need a smaller version of what we're used to. In fact, the controls are in Japanese with the usual toggle switches, pressure gauges, and whatnot. It's actually cool to have if you have a museum or fire truck collection. It's very rare. I guess this would be a common. This is very low mileage. No wonder it's good condition. This only has 7,000 kilometers. Could even tell it's still this original. Didn't clock over anything from the condition of the steering wheel, which this seems to be perfect. The gear knob, even the wear and tear on the footwells, which are still intact actually, because you can see. This is a very good pick for anyone who is into this kind of stuff. Got the control, CB radio and whatnot. It's quite nice. Oh look, never seen that before. Zippers into the ceiling. Maybe they put paperwork or something, or okay. The zippers are there to access the electronics for that. It's quite cool. Digging the steelies in red. Really a fan of 4x4s, never seen a Firetruck version of it before. Again, this car is for sale. I will share a link in the description below to Ventur Motors where you can inquire about them and even see prices. We've got a Ford, I think it's an Anglia, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, this would be from the 50s. You can even see the paintwork is very different from all the other cars. It's more like painted than sprayed. Quite nice. Sorry, it's a Ford Prefect. I'm not sure what the difference is. Maybe you can tell me in the comments below. Yeah. Then we have another Toyota Corolla. Looks like similar to the one, the RT50 we saw before, but this one would be a 4-door version. Okay, this one's open. Okay, now you see a big difference from the Toyota. You know, from the 80s, all analog dashboard, bench seat. You got the electronic, not the electronic windows, the normal ones. Even this over here, this knob over here to swivel the quarter panel. So we're talking about 30 years in advance. They went from this Toyota Corolla to the Toyota Crown in the back, right over there. And then 30 years later, they're coming out with stuff like hybrids and the Supra and whatnot. So Toyota's always on their game. Okay, we've got a Fiat 124 Sport over here. Nice deep dish wheels. Okay, see this one's going to be provided with the original hubcaps as well, which is nice. They keep them. We've got a lovely Italian dashboard in wood. It's quite nice. I'm going to be honest, I'm not so sure about what the engine is. It looks like a 16 or 18. And it's, you know, looks like a twin cam. Pretty fast. Give you a quick look at the VIN number for those people are interested. Get it focused. There you go. Looks all original. I don't see that many rust on it. Again, if there's a car you want me specifically look into, please let me. Let me just put this bonnet down. You can see how beautiful this car is. There you go. Quite nice. We've got a Toyota AE86 with the official Watanabe wheels, Panda scheme, white and black. Quite nice. This one's with a sunroof. This is initial D territory over here. We have rear-wheel drive, 16 engine, very easy to flick into corners and whatnot. This is BB for your drift, drift car needs. Unfortunately, they used to be praised because they were cheap to afford and whatnot, but with the popularity and all that, prices have shot up. So very hard to come by and get ownership. But yeah, there's one over here as well at Ventur Motors. Have a look through. Okay, that's the first. Seat mats in beige. It's cool. So yeah, when you get a Corolla, you would need a 5-speed manual. This one has it. Has very basic needs. Has air conditioning. That is good to have in Malta. Gets really hot here. This specific version is a bit high on mileage. There you go there, but it doesn't actually look it. It's been well cared for, which we don't mind. What else do we have? Okay, we got some British. So we had the MG, the Daimler. We got a nice Mini Cooper S. Okay. Now Malta has an important rule of if a car is 30 years or older, it becomes a classic, so emissions is not an issue. So I can assure you this car is from 89 or before. Okay, Coopers, you notice them by white top, but since everyone's doing them, you're not definitely sure. The only way to be sure, we check the VIN and what engine it has in it. Let's have a look inside. Okay, kind of have a cool thing going on here with the custom-made cup holders. See the retro gauge in white. It's quite roomy actually for a Mini. Can't complain. Very, very roomy. I'm surprised about that. Got a Morris Traveller. This is actual wood. I know that because I used to work on one. And it's very hard to find one with the complete wood structure in place. Usually they rotten out by time, and to get them replaced is a lot of experience, workmanship has to go into it, so it's going to cost a lot. And this one seems to be in good nick. Very popular with the British. This one has a red interior. Okay, and we got the 4-speed gearbox right over there. This one's really good nick. Even smells like the 60s right over here. It's quite big. It's quite nice. The interior is all intact over there. Just the light fixture over there needs to be fixed, but it's quite nice. Now, I've just noticed these are papers hanging, you know, in the windshield over here. Yeah, but no prices, just the tag numbers. Okay, we have right over here we have a Triumph. I think this is a Stag. Let's just check the paper on the back. No, actually it's a Trump Spitfire. Okay, can I show you in the front? It's just there. Also see, and there's a nice Toyota MR2 right now over there, and there's a 300ZX right over there. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications and be the first to know when we release this video of a right-hand drive 300ZX Fairlady Z walk around, and the Fairlady Z is the twin turbo version. What else? Okay, we have this one. This one is the Jaguar. We showed you Daimler before. That's right over there near the AE86. Now this will be the Jaguar version. I'm assuming this will be a bit cheaper than that one. Has a nice, you know, gray-brown finish to it. It's quite nice. The Daimler was automatic. This one is automatic as well with a wooden interior. This has a funky green interior going on. Quite unusual. Must have been very rare combo to have this green interior and brown top. Quite nice. Got a cool motorcycle from Aprilia over here. Oh, okay. Now there's a Porsche. This looks like a Porsche 924. Pop-up lights from the 80s. Left-hand drive. All glass trunk. Okay, we got no badging, so I'm not sure if it's a special edition or not. Maybe you could tell me for yourselves. Okay, we got an automatic gearbox. This one has 53,000 kilometers only. And it does look, the condition looks the part. I haven't seen rust on any of these cars. You could see that they're low mileage and they're from Japan, where rust is not an issue. I'd imagine there'll be some rust in the joints over here from underneath, but this does not seem to have it. Still has the original alloys. Okay, we have a cool Volvo P1800 right over here, and it is rocking some cool sidewalls and red steelies. Gotta love that. Unusual to see one with a Momo steering wheel. Usually these are classic cars, but this has a very unique style to it. Whoever had this car had some taste. You got a cool dash, as you can see. Aftermarket air condition, that big unit right over there. It's quite nice. I won't be amazed if this car hasn't been tuned or anything like that. With the style that's going on, let's have a look at the front. That's cool. Now these cars are over 30 years old, and they will only be €8 per year if you're living in Malta to get licensed. It's amazing what kind of, you know, quality we have. We have a really early MGB or MG on its own. Actually, correct me if wrong, it's an MG Midget. Okay, yeah, it's smaller than the MGB. Looks very similar, but looks more narrower and shorter. And this one has a nice blue to it. Quite like it. And least but not last, we have a Toyota Corolla from 1990s. I know the specifically one is extremely low mileage. It still has delivery miles. I think it's all the way in the back of, you know, the showroom is because the dealership does not actually want to sell it. They want to keep it for themselves. The mileage on this is only 1,854, and that is miles. This is literally a time capsule. There is nothing wrong with this car. Okay, we've been told that there are actually more cars down here. You can see this lovely Honda CRX. Telling from the bumper gap over here and the shape, and knowing that is from Japan, I can definitely say this is an SIR version with a B series block, and I'm right. This is a B16 block. Looks all original. No hacks in the wiring and anything. Actually looks very low mileage. This will be the it's the EF8 version. That's the chassis number for you, plain and simple. Quite clean. All original. You got the original wheels. These are not hubcaps, they're actually steel wheels. Shaped like that. Okay. Really great interior. You don't see any wear and tear on the footwell over here. Haven't seen a speck of rust anywhere. Original steering wheel, still in good nick. Okay, the mileage on this is 150,000 or 15,000 kilometers. Looks like more 15,000. Let me know what you think. Still has the original mats at the front. Is this one equipped with air condition? Auto air condition. That is a rare option for a CRX. That right over there. Quite nice. All intact, everything. Glass roof. This car is from 1989. Yep, Honda CRX SIR VTEC. Also been told there's another two cars hiding down here. We've got a Nissan Fairlady Z, the Z31 300ZX. This is a right-hand drive model from Japan. Pop-up lights, whatnot, original wheels. That's nice. This you might remember from Gran Turismo. You got a Toyota Glanza V. This is a 13 turbo pocket rocket. Everything's factory on these things. Very popular in Malta. And we have a Z31 right over here. Automatic. Cool red dash. Dynamic setting for the suspension. This is really cool car. Very advanced climate control system right over there. It's quite nice. Got a Toyota Celica, similar to mine, same color I think as well. This is the GT version. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, we can confirm it's a GT version. We have the center console right over there. Ref counter, all the gauges. It's quite nice. And the lovely racing seats. Really nice. You still have the original flutes and the fender mirrors. There you have it. This is the classic car collection from Ventur Motors in Malta. It has been a pleasure for me to show it to you. I really like this Volvo. It's quite nice. I like the modification that's done on it. Retro classic. It's cool. Also like the Firetruck. It's quite interesting at the back over there. Very low mileage. These cars are very well kept. All of them come from Japan, where rust is not an issue. Another car that caught my eyes was actually the Toyota Crown right over here. V8, very powerful, very technology, digital dash and whatnot. So cool for its time. Now, these are the cars that are presently in stock. They're always changing and whatnot. I'm not gonna go home with that one. I already did. This is my Toyota Celica. I've shown you in the previous videos. I still have that and I really enjoy that from basics. Already did 1,000 kilometers on that. I'll do an update shortly. In the meantime, please write me down in the comments of which of these cars would you like to see more of, and you know, subscribe if you haven't had so. Thank you and take care. Bye bye.